I don't know the family directly, but I know members of the extended family. But everybody has only one thing to say about this family, about the mother, the children, the father. These were people who were dedicated to Torah. These were people that were dedicated to the community. These were people who were dedicated to Hashem. These were amazing people. These were wonderful people. And this tragedy, I cannot remember something like this. To lose a child is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. To lose 7 children in one moment, to start Shabbat happy, looking forward to Shabbat, and then in one single moment, it all ends, and 7 children are dead, and the mother and another daughter are in critical condition. It's something that is so beyond comprehension. It's not a tragedy, it's a disaster. And we have to look. Yeah, we can talk about the smoke detectors, which they didn't have, which every single person should make sure that they have not only a smoke detector in the house, but one that works. People put it in and they don't check the battery. They think it lasts forever. And also these hot plates that are used on Shabbat all over the world in the Jewish community. This is something we need to look at very, very carefully, because that was the cause of this fire. We had a fire only a few moments away from here 2 or 3 years ago, where children and a mother also died because of the hot plate. So we have to look at this, but we also have to look like, I think everyone is so stunned trying to understand, like looking up to Shemayim, like why? I mean, the pain is so great. These children, my God, what went on here that night is the people in the neighborhood, who heard the cries, who heard, mommy, or it's just like not a tragedy, a disaster for the entire Jewish community, and not just for the Jewish community. Everybody understands, as in particular, when children go through something like this. And this loss is felt by every single family. Regarding the hot plate, I have to tell you, my daughter has 6 children. She uses a hot plate. And I'm always nervous. I always said, the wire is very close. Right after Shabbat, I picked up the phone. I said, Dina, you cannot use that hot plate. We have to talk about it. And it's something, when we talk about hot plates, you have cheap hot plates, you have more expensive ones. But we need to seriously look at this, and whether, we want to keep our food warm for Shabbat, we have to really, really look, how do we protect our children? So, someone said to me, what would I say to the father? I don't know. What would anybody say? How do you look in the face a father who just lost the children? The kids in school, in all the schools, the children will not be in school Monday morning. They will not be there. What will the teachers say to them? What will the school say to them? It's just an unbelievable tragedy. A horror. We are a religious community, and we have tremendous faith in Hashem. And when something like this happens, you can talk about the hot plate, you could talk about the alarm, and that is something we have to deal with. But we also have to think, why did this happen, such a tragedy? This is a tragedy that is a message for the entire Jewish community. What that message is, I'll let the rabbis deal with it. But it's not just like it happened and we move on with life. It's something that we have to contemplate. We have to think, what are we doing wrong? Maybe we're too busy fighting with each other. Maybe there's too much sinat chinam. Maybe there's too much divisiveness. Maybe there's too much self-hatred. So, yes, we can talk about the hot plate. We could talk about the alarm. That's great, and we should deal with that. But I think we have to look deeper in terms of an explanation that we will never get, but we can't. This is not just a statistic. It happens here, it happens there. This is much, much deeper, something like this. And this is a community, the Jewish community, whether it's here or everywhere. We are a community of children. The thing that makes us rich is our children. So to lose 7 children, one single family, is beyond any kind of comprehension, beyond words. There's nothing to say. What do you say? What do you say to a father? What do you say to a member of the family? There's nothing. I have no idea. I'm going to the funeral. I'm not sure that I want to be inside. I'm not sure I can deal with 7 coffins.